Oh, look at that.
Hey!
Live and stuff. Hi.
Yeah. Now I'm ready to go to nap.
Okay, let's nap. Let's give our audience an hour of us napping. I think that would be
some high quality stuff right there.
That'd be amazing.
Oh my goodness. Because I have a monster waiting for me out in my car for tonight. I just found out today the monster that I like to drink, they're discontinuing, which is probably fine. Because here's the thing. The only reason I really like that monster is it's pretty much pure sugar. It's the first time I taste it, I'm like, ooh, candy. And then I looked at the then I looked at the ingredients. The second and third ingredient are sugar. You go down towards the end a little bit, and it's another kind of sugar. And I'm like, oh crap! No wonder it tastes like candy.
Sugar, sugar, sugar! Hooray!
Oh, and then because it's Monster, you have the energy complex, and they put in over like the B vitamins, the ginseng, da 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 da. So, and the caffeine. I'm just sitting there going, yeah, I love this stuff. Yeah, they're discontinuing it. It's not a big seller. I'm like, well, you only sold it in one kind of store. It was only available in Speedway.
Oh.
Not everybody has a Speedway. I'm pretty sure if you opened up the market on it, crap would just be flying off the shelves.
Probably, because people are crazy.
Plus, it came in a camo can.
Oh, what? No, they needed to sell that somewhere else because that would have sold like hotcakes.
Right? If I had one closer to me, I would so show you.
No worries.
Like, I'm sitting there going, I have one, but it's in the kitchen.
It's okay. It's okay. But you know what? That's good that we started with Monster and stuff because I should explain to our audience. I am taking February off from politics. That is not to say I'm not informed, that I'm not reading, that I'm not watching stuff. I am. I totally know what happened in Iowa. I totally know what's going on between all the peoples. I know who dropped out. I know who's still in. I know all the controversies. What I'm not doing is posting anything about it or making my comments public about it. I am instead compiling my thoughts into notes, and there will be an article later about my observations of how insane people get when it comes to politics and how my life is a lot less stressful. There's like more rainbows and unicorns in my world right now, and we're only 5 days into the month of February. So I'm only taking February off, which means we'll have 2 May Dames that won't feature politics, at least not for me. If Sparkles chooses to talk about politics, that's awesome. I'm totally on it, but I'm not going to be voicing my opinion. So that's my little disclaimer for you guys in case you're like, wait, what? We tune in here to find out what you guys think about politics. And that's cool. And we'll get back to that. But I need a breather. It's too crazy.
Understandably, because here's the thing. I mean, okay. I started getting into politics back in 1984. And if you know my age, you know how young I was when I got into it. And I love the idea of it, but it's just lately it really has become more of a cult of personality. And everybody said it like the last 2 times with Obama, oh, everybody's just becoming a cult of personality. Well, not this year. Oh my goodness. Everybody has just gone back crazy. It's like a really weird Civil War type of thing going on. People are no longer talking to relatives, friends that have been friends forever, no longer talking to each other because of a candidate that doesn't even know that they exist, that's only going to be in the office for maybe 4 to 8 years if they get past the primaries into the general election and actually win the general election. Mm-hmm. People are staking their all their relationships on this. And it's just, you guys need to disconnect. It's like what people used to joke about with with gamers. Go outside. The graphics are awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, be with the three-dimensional people. I'm finding it to be quite refreshing. In fact, I'm going to go be with a whole lot of three-dimensional people this weekend. Leave tomorrow to take the kids over to Disneyland. My understanding is that it's pretty much a ghost town for Super Bowl Sunday at Disneyland. So why not? And when my lovely mother found out that it was in fact what I was really doing, she got all excited because they're part of the Disney Vacation Club, which if you don't know, it's Disney's like timeshare and whatnot. It's really cool. And she said, I have all these points that if I don't use them, I'm going to lose them. Do you mind if I get you a hotel room? No.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I think about you helping me out to have a better vacation. No.
No. So I said, well, if you can, because it was really close. And oftentimes when it's that, I kind of threw this together. We were going to leave Sunday morning, just like round trip it. But she called me later and she goes, well, I hope you don't mind, but the only room that I could get you was on the club level of the Grand Californian. Now, allow me to explain what this means. The Grand Californian is the fanciest hotel on Disney property. The club level is the fanciest level in the fanciest hotel that is on Disney property. Some of the perks of the club level are you get special check-in. They like take you up in your own elevator and you go to your own check-in desk and you check in and you don't have to stand. You get to sit at a desk. You could buy your tickets there, so you don't have to stand in line to buy the tickets to the parks, which is awesome. There is a social room, and in the social room, they serve breakfast. They have high tea, which they serve like little finger sandwiches and stuff, and like super yummy things. Every night, they have a beer and wine social hour, which I discovered one time when I stayed there, which was a few years ago. It is not an hour. No, it's like 4 hours. They'll just keep filling your glass up. They don't care. It's awesome. And that kind of rolls into when the fireworks go off at Disneyland, you can go out on the balcony and they pipe in the music and you have a completely unobstructed view of the fireworks with the music going along with them. And you don't have to deal with all the people.
Yeah. Just keep rubbing it in. While Miss Muffy's doing that, you know what Sparkles is going to be doing? Working! Because she works for idiots. Let's work everybody 6 days a week until they want to kill each other. Be like a cage match. Okay.
Killing people is wrong.
A really long week, y'all.
I'm sorry. If I could bring you with me, I totally would.
Oh, it's okay because it's not like I could take the time off work. Mm-hmm. So I mean,
yeah,
I love my job. I really do. It's the happiest place on earth, right after Disneyland. So I mean,
really though, it is. Yeah. No, the only reason that I'm able to do this is I'm actually bringing a friend of mine along who is retired military, and there's this amazing military discount. If you are military and you are not taking advantage of the Disney discounts, please write to me so that I can tell you about yourself, because it's insane the benefits that you get being military or retired military. Seriously, it's totally worth. I am literally getting 3-day passes that are hoppers for less than the price of a single day hopper ticket if I were to buy it at the gate. So just think about it and use your benefits wisely, because we discovered for military at Disney, they do give a discount at the hotels, and you would think it wouldn't be that great of a discount because that's where they make a lot of money, is their hotels. But we called today just to find out. typically the discount is about 40% off the rooms on Disney property. That's ridiculous. Like, you need to take advantage of this because staying on Disney property is amazing. Because the other thing about staying on Disney property, like especially staying at Grand Californian, there's a special entrance into California Adventure from the hotel, like toward the back of the park. So you not only have an advantage of getting in early because you get magic mornings, so you get in an hour early, but you get to go in like almost all the way in the back of the park where all the good stuff is. So you're ahead of the game already. You wake up, you have breakfast, you go downstairs, you go in the parks. It's easy. Oh, and you get, well, actually they changed it. They used to have fast passes for World of Music, the water show at California Adventure. And I think they changed that now. There's just a designated area. You just show your room key. There's a designated area to stand to watch, and it's really good. Like it's the best viewing possible. It's amazing. So I'm totally getting spoiled this weekend, which is amazing. And I get to have Chick-fil-A. So
hey, Chick-fil-A!
I love Chick-fil-A. It's coming here. It's coming to Vegas. Just not fast enough.
Right? It's never fast enough.
Oh,
So, since this weekend is Super Bowl,
yep.
We should really, because, you know, we're totally, okay, you're way into sports things than I am, but I think we should give our best prediction in the sports things world.
Absolutely, because there's going to be sports things, and they're going to do sports stuff and earn, like, sports points.
Yes. My hair fell.
No! You need to get it cut, and then it'll stand up straight.
I know.
Or you just need like the hair cement that, you know.
I think I'm gonna have to start doing that. We'll see.
That's awesome sauce. Anywho, okay, anyway. So Sparkles, what is your prediction for the Super Bowl?
Okay, for the Super Bowl, I predict it will be the New England Patriots by 6 points. Though I know technically they're not in the Super Bowl because they have proven themselves cheaters in the past. I think they're going to figure out a way to do it.
Cool. I'm going to channel my inner Joey Tribbiani, and I'm going to go with the South Oregon Tigers, and they're going to win it by 1.5.
I like it.
No, but in all seriousness, I actually do think that Carolina's got this wrapped up. I think Denver is going to give it a good. I think it's going to be a very good Super Bowl. I think.
Oh yeah, I hope so. For real, I really hope it's a good showing. I think this is going to be Peyton's last year, and I don't want him. You know, I want him to have a good last showing in the Super Bowl, but I really think the Panthers have a better chance.
They came out of nowhere.
And this is coming from somebody who doesn't pay attention to sports, especially football, because I live in Lion Country.
Yeah, you guys don't have a whole lot of postseason action.
No, but then Megatron is leaving. So,
do you know there's a meme that's going around, and I have to look at the validity of this, and I have an in to find out if this is accurate. But so the Vikings are getting a new stadium, Minnesota Vikings, and I've seen it. This thing is a freaking monstrosity. Think of the largest football stadium you can think of, and then triple it. And you might come close to how big this stadium is that the Vikings are getting. Now, I can really talk to you about how big it is because I used to work at the Metrodome in Minnesota. Now, if you remember, the Metrodome is where the Vikings used to play, as well as the Minnesota Twins. I did not work for the Vikings. I worked for the Twins. It was awesome. It was like the best job ever. But the Metrodome was huge, and it was built for football. It was truly, they kind of squeezed baseball in there, but it was built for football. I could see where you would need to upgrade it and maybe add some more seating and maybe kind of change some things around. But the building they built for the Vikings, I think you could fit conservatively 10 Metrodomes inside of it.
See, I don't understand. Okay, here's the thing. Like I said, I live in Lions country. I love the Pontiac Silverdome. That was like every chance I had to go to it, I went, because to me it was just awesome to be in. I mean, like, the field was huge, and I guess I don't understand why everything always has to be so much bigger and quote unquote better, because really it isn't. Because I'm one of those people, I've gotten to the point now, the reason I don't pay attention to sports is everything has gone to like this really weird grand scale. I would love to watch the Super Bowl Sunday, but it shows the game itself is only supposed to be like 3 hours, but there's like 12 hours of coverage on Sunday.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
And out of that, you'll get 13 minutes of actual live gameplay. Out of all that time that you're watching, quote unquote, watching the Super Bowl, you're getting 13 minutes of actually watching the freaking game. No, I want to watch the game. So I don't pay attention to big league sports anymore. When I have a chance to go to a sporting event, I go to my West Michigan Whitecaps. It's a live game. They keep it entertaining for the families. It costs I think $10 a ticket, maybe $12 a ticket. I mean, super affordable. And that's what sports was supposed to be. I hate watching it now. Oh my goodness, because it's no longer about that. It's no longer really about the talent anymore. It's all about, well, who can I get to sell these shoes? Or, who can I get to hawk this product or this product? I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's hard. It's hard with sports nowadays because it is a lot about the money and the pizzazz and the showmanship of it. And I'd rather it be about the game, because the gameplay is amazing. And my biggest gripe with the NFL right now is they have put so many rules into place, and they are like rabid about enforcing these rules, that these guys aren't actually allowed to play football anymore. And there's this whole big thing. There's a whole movie out now called Concussion, and it's all this big thing about how these NFL players are getting hurt and whatnot. Okay, here, let me dumb this down for you so that you understand why they're getting hurt. They are getting hurt because we are making their safety equipment so good. The helmets, the pads are so good that they're taking harder hits. They're making harder hits. They're not taking the care that they used to take before. Every game I watch, and I watch a lot. I'm a huge football fanatic. I love my Packers. That's the team that I watch, but I do pay attention to what the other teams are doing, mostly in the NFC, AFC, not so much because that's not my division. But anyway, I do pay attention, and I watch these games. Every game, there is a hit where I just go, oh, are they going to get up? They're hard hits. We're giving these players the tools to go ahead and hit harder. Okay. And then the harder they hit, that we make the tools better. We strengthen their safety equipment, and it's okay for a couple of years, and then they realize, oh, this is really strong stuff, and they go crazy and they start hitting each other harder now. So there's that. That's part of the problem. But then you also have, because of these injuries, you have the refs that are calling everything, and so the game just stops. and stops and stops. And instead of just letting them play, and frankly, loosen up the rules. Like, let's get rid. I'm okay with the no horse collaring rule. Okay, I'm okay with that. That's dangerous. You can choke somebody to death on that one. Like, seriously. But this whole notion of, oh, he put his hand on the jersey, that's interference. No, dude, no. You hook your arm around them, you hold their arm, that's interference. Your hand on their jersey is not interference. That is playing the game. And yet those yellow flags fly, and the game stops, and everyone's like, oh, and then there's a 5-yard or 10 or 15-yard penalty because, you know, you did something wrong. And these players, it's idiotic. So I say all that to say, what?
I said, I agree. I concur.
I do. I love football. I think it's a great sport. I find it way more exciting than soccer.
Oh my goodness.
Like soccer, there's constantly something going on. But it's like you get so it's such a disappointment. Because
I can't watch soccer, and I work with a lot of people. They have come from other countries, and soccer is just huge everywhere besides America.
It is.
And I'm like, I can't watch it. I'm like, if I have a choice of the 3 bigger type of football type games, I said soccer is going to be the least one I want to watch. Then football. I really like watching rugby. Okay, now there's a big difference between the two. Soccer, now if you watch the professional sport, like Miss Muffy was saying, if you were to touch their jersey, the ref doesn't call it. No, the soccer player falls to the ground and grabs his shoulder and he goes, like a 2-year-old child. And there's nothing wrong with them. They just want like the free kick or whatever. And I'm like,
well, they want to relax. They lay on the grass and they're like, let me take a breather. Like, no, you guys are the biggest fakers on the planet, and I can't stand. That's why I don't like soccer. They're a bunch of babies. I'm sorry. Rugby, now, those guys are tough as nails.
Yeah, here's the thing. I don't even understand the rules of rugby, but what I kind of remember from watching the few games I have, something about they all kind of like huddle and the ball gets dropped in there and they basically beat the shit out of each other to get the ball.
Yes, it's called a scrim. I do know that. And the ball is oblong, kind of like a football, but not really. You can throw laterally, which you really can't do in football. They get all weird about it. And unless there's blood on the field, you probably aren't getting the play stopped. Like, there has to be like a compound fracture or something for that to call it. It is a brutal game, and they have no padding.
None. It's like a polo shirt,
right? They were like totally all the rage in the 90s. That's it. That's what they wear. They wear that and shorts.
Yeah, that's it.
And they're manly men. Dudes. It's amazing. I freaking love rugby. Like, let's bring rugby here, please.
Oh my goodness! Can you imagine? Oh,
it's so good. I've seen a couple rugby matches live. They're really amazing. But soccer, and I have brothers who play soccer, and I'm really proud of them, and they've done very well. I just. It's boring to me. Like, you get all excited. Oh, they're going to the goal. Oh, the other team has it. Oh, they're going to the. Oh, the other team has it again. Oh, they're going to the. Oh, the other team has. Like, there's no payoff. At least in football, there's a payoff. Man,
right?
Like all foreplay, no orgasm. That's soccer. It's true.
I think I'm going to make that into a t-shirt.
Soccer Shocker! All foreplay, no orgasm. That should be,
Dude!
that should be their new logo.
I'm gonna make it and I'm gonna wear it to CPAC. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
See how many people I can upset with that one. That'd be hilarious. Oh my goodness.
Well, what you do is you wear that in London. We send one to Mary and make her wear it in London.
That would be awesome.
So would not wear it. She wouldn't wear it. She'd be like, "Do you want me dead?" Like, oh golly, oh yeah. See, I should have gone into advertising. I come up with these slogans. It's like, no problem. Anyway, so I don't think we really intended on talking that much about sports.
But it's sports.
But
It's one of our great pastimes and just time wasters.
Oh, wait, no. Okay, so now I have a question, though. Okay, so the next Olympics are in Brazil, yes?
Yes.
Okay, quick question. Just taking a poll here. Isn't Brazil, like, super dangerous in both drug wars and gang related, as well as now this Zika virus thing?
Okay, apparently the female athletes don't have to worry about the Zika virus unless they're pregnant or plan on getting pregnant within the next 2 years.
All right. I'm pretty concerned about it. I don't plan to get pregnant.
Okay. But okay, this is what I heard. I haven't I heard it on the radio. I'm like, if this is true, awesome. What some scientists down in Brazil have done to combat this, because they've known about it longer in Brazil than we have up here because it's been down there longer.
Right.
People mosquitoes are traveling north. Right. Why? Because it's getting warmer up here and colder down there. Cause science. Okay. They have taken male mosquitoes and mutated them so when they have sex with the female mosquitoes, when instead of just having like a really awesome orgasm, no, they literally explode.
Dude, that's rude. That's worse than
the
soccer.
Females that bite you, huh?
That's worse than soccer.
I know, but it's the female mosquitoes that bite you. So they're making the female ones go. Pfft.
Those bitches.
But with our luck, they would go kill all the mosquitoes that don't have the Zika virus.
Right?
Killing the ecosystem.
Because maybe the Zika virus makes them super smart and they know better. They're like, no, you don't touch me.
Yeah, you smell funny. No,
denied.
Yeah.
I don't understand, because like whatever. Anyway, so we're going to have the Olympics. We're going to put the world's finest athletes in an environment where they can either be raped, murdered, shot at, kidnapped. Kidnapped is my personal favorite one. Or get bit by a mosquito that gives them this virus that we really have no cure for.
Right. Here's the thing. Some of these athletes could thwart some of those things. Like, you know, the mosquito one, sadly, is the one that causes me the greatest concern.
Yeah.
It's not like you could wear mosquito netting all day long.
No, I mean, unless you want to like be constantly spraying off on yourself, like I can't, because you'd have to get it all over your face and everywhere. And I have to imagine that's not healthy for an athlete.
No. See, here's what I think they should do. Kind of unconventional, but since it's Brazil and their laws are kind of weird down there anyhow, I say throw your middle finger up at the UN and the World Health Organization and just carpet bomb that part of Brazil. Like, you go out like a 50-mile radius type of carpet bomb.
DDT.
Yep, carpet bomb it with DDT.
Absolutely, I am down with this plan because DDT works.
Exactly.
It just works. I'm sorry. I lived through DDT. I'm fine.
Shit. From what I understand, kids used to play in it. Like they would get.
No,
they would go,
I remember my mom got all concerned because they were spraying around our neighborhood, and I remember all of a sudden there was a cloud around our house. I mean, it was just like, pfft. And I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And I went outside, and my mom was like, "No, come outside." She freaked out. I'm fine. I mean, I have some ailments, but you cannot trace them to DDT. You can't. It's not possible.
These things are from other,
Yeah. My weird glitches and whatnot. No, all my ailments are family history. I kid you not. Every time I'm talking to my dad, I'll say, "Oh yeah, well they just diagnosed me with blah blah blah." "Oh yeah, I had that," or "Oh yeah, your granddad has that," or can I just get a workup of the whole family history? Because
Right. Can I see how screwed up genetically I really am? I'm thinking of the surprises.
Right. Like, I'd like to know. Let me bring this into my doctor and be like, "Look, I have hit 100% of these already. Can you just tell me how to avoid the rest of these?"
Right.
So
Luckily,
yeah.
I grew up in a small town, so the doctor I have, my parents have also have. So he kind of already knows the family background on me, so I'm kind of okay there. It's just there's just so much, and I'm like dodging bullets left and right. The zigzag pattern works, people. That's all I'm saying.
It's a
And then
serpentine.
duck and weave every once in a while. Got to do that duck and weave.
So I feel bad for my kids though, because my husband does not know his family history, medical history. No, there's a good reason for this. His dad is adopted as a baby, and he's never sought out his birth parents because there was no reason to. So we don't know what sort of fun things lurk in the family medical history for the kids. I can get a rundown of my whole family history, which will probably terrify my children. I'm so sorry. But my husband doesn't have that, which has caused some issues with diagnosing a few things with him, but it's fine. We're muddling through. It is what it is. We can't find out about the birth parents either. That would have to come from his dad, and it's not going to come from his dad, so it's fine.
Yeah. It's okay. Sometimes you have to leave a little things to mystery. Like, I know there's a good chance I really hope I don't get everything that my parents have. I'm hoping to carve my own way and get new and different things than my parents.
Dare to be different.
Right? Because, okay, on my dad's side, there's the whole diabetes thing.
Right.
On my mom's side, there is triglycerides and a few other things. So, yeah, tons of fun. Hope I don't get any of it. I'm hoping. Oh, and then I have Crohn's disease actually runs in my family, which is totally fun. But I think I'm not going to have a chance at that one because my brother took the bullet for me, so I'm good there.
There you go.
So thanks, Bob.
Yeah, Crohn's disease actually runs in my husband's family as well. So we actually have to watch that, which is, super awesome. And that runs from a family line we know about.
Yeah. Eat lots of fiber and drink lots of water.
Does beer count?
I guess so.
All right, cool.
Once you get it, though, find a diet that works for you because Crohn's disease hits everybody's different.
Yeah. No.
My kid can only eat. I swear to God, I love her. She can only eat meat. She can't eat anything with fiber in it or she'll go into the hospital. Could you imagine? This girl gets to eat steak and bacon all the time. She doesn't have to eat the kale.
How do I get that diet?
I know, right? Oh my God, I would like to be on that kind of a diet.
Only meat all the time? Yes, please.
Right?
Filet mignon every night? Okay. No. Oh, okay. So let's. I know this is going to be a jumpy segue, and just because we got a little off track, and I see our time, and I want to make sure we have time to do this. So a new and fun thing has happened. Barbie.
You're right. That is a nice little jump. Chrome
Right?
CC. Barbie.
Right? I'm on it.
Barbie doll right there. Okay.
Barbie brand is branching out. They are creating different body types, from tall and super skinny to short and kind of curvy to curly hair to, I think they said 72 different skin tones. The one Barbie has blue hair. But here's the thing. So now instead of having a basically generic Barbie that has the same shape but different like color skin, different hair, different eyes, but same basic body types so that you can actually put the same clothes on the different Barbies. Now parents are going to be forced to buy a different Barbie and the different clothes for the different Barbie. And God help the parent that does not match the Garanimals of the Barbies and the clothes.
Sorry, you brought up Garanimals.
I love Garanimals.
Yes, they're all awesome things. No, here's the thing. When it first came out, I was like, no big deal. And then like the more I thought about it, I owned, I don't know how many Barbies growing up. And it was great because I didn't look at her sitting there going, oh, this is the ideal woman. Blonde hair, blue eyes, and a perfect hourglass shape. And I never saw her as that. It was like, oh, cool, here's a doll that I can have all these clothes for, you know? And I could dress her up. I could do her hair and and I could take my Barbie and go over to my friend's house and we could play Barbie. None of us are sitting there going, I have to look just like Barbie. I gotta look just like my doll. Here's the thing that kind of gets me about this whole new Barbie thing. As I saw like a little snippet of when it first came out, and this little girl's like, my Barbie looks like me. Barbie ain't supposed to look like you. Barbie's not supposed to look like anybody. It's not Barbie. Barbara I can't say her freaking middle name. Millicent Roberts. She's one of a kind. She's a freaking icon. Leave her alone. I'm sick of these stupid feminists that have nothing else to do in their life coming out going, it's an unrealistic body image. I never cared about what her body looked like, to tell you honest truth. Does she have really cool clothes to wear? Cool. Does she come with awesome accessories? Cool. Is her boyfriend Ken? Cool. Did she break up with Ken to date G.I. Joe for a while? Awesome.
Yeah, I wanted the dream home and the Porsche and the RV and it was cool to be able to be like, oh, Barbie's an astronaut today. But then we take the astronaut outfit off and we put her in a slinky dress and now she's out on a date with Ken. Like, Barbie had the best life. In my world, Barbie was amazing. Like, one day she was an astronaut, then she was a teacher, then she was a veterinarian, then she was a doctor, then she was a singer. And then she was a supermodel. Like, it didn't matter to me. I didn't care. I just liked the outfits. I thought they were fun.
Exactly. And to me, it's one of those things. It's the decline of imagination in America. Because when Barbie first came out, like, no matter what it was that Barbie did at the end of the day, you all ended up playing house with her. Her and Ken were, when you're little girls, most likely Barbie and Ken were married. They were gonna have babies. You know, that's what it always ended up with. And but you let them go on these magical adventures. No, no, everything has to look like me, because it's all about me.
Well, okay.
And my dollies look like me. I gotta have this sector towards me.
So, okay, so but here's the thing. If you want a doll that looks like you, there's an amazing company called American Girl Doll. Now, they're a little bit expensive, but you can actually decide skin color, eye color, hair color, length, style. They will create a doll or have created a doll that looks like your child. It is a huge success. Huge. But here's the thing. Every American Girl doll has the same specs. So all the clothes that you buy for any American Girl doll fits on any other American Girl doll.
See, now that's genius. I don't know. I always had this thing. Why does, like, I can understand the skin tone thing. I totally get that. But I don't think I ever really cared if my dolls looked like me or not. I just went to the store and I picked out the one, because, you know, Cabbage Patch dolls back in the day.
Darn.
Yeah. You could get them with you, because, okay, not only did you have the original ones that had the yarn hair, then they got the corn silk hair, and then you had the little newborn ones that smelled like baby powder. You know, you had all these different ones, and you would just pick out whichever one was cutest or whichever one's name that you liked the best on the adoption papers. You know, hugely popular. You know, but I don't think I ever went in Boston to go, this one looks like the most like me. I need to have this one. It was like, that one's pretty. I like that one.
Right. And that's the thing, is this is what I don't understand with it. Okay, I'm sorry. What little girl wants to play with a blue-haired, all right, I'm just going to say it, big-ass Barbie? Like, this curvy Barbie looks fat. Barbie is, in and of herself, curvy.
Yes.
It's called an hourglass figure for a reason. You don't, like, this curvy one, her hips are flipping giant. Like, my hips aren't even as big as this curvy Barbie's hips. And then they put her in acid wash jeans. Why?
Oh, no, they didn't.
Why would you do such a thing?
Oh, my
No
goodness.
self-respecting big hip girl does that.
No.
No, we find pencil skirts.
Heck yeah.
Because they fit. Or like, I have a new dress. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to wear it somewhere. It's like a rockabilly 50s style, and I got a crinoline to go underneath it. I can't wait to wear it. And that's what you wear as a big hip girl.
Yeah, here's the thing. I applaud them for, you know, to me, it was kind of like a moneymaker type of thing. Like, okay, we're going to try this really neat experiment. And because you had to buy different clothes for the different Barbies, we're going to make a little bit more money there. Da, da, da. In that way, I kind of applaud them. It's just one of those things that's like, I guess I'm just getting sick of everything from the past has to be changed because it hurts our feelings.
Well, the whole money-making thing, it's not going to work. No parent is going to say, yes, you can have 3 different Barbies in 3 different body styles so that I can buy 3 different clothing. No. What's going to happen is you're going to have the curvy Barbie that's not going to sell. I'm sorry, it's not going to sell. Okay, she looks weird and you have weird clothes for her. Okay, just let's get real. So you're going to produce her. You're going to mass produce her and her clothes. No little girl is going to pick her up. Okay. Very few little girls are going to pick her up. So you've already produced these, so you've already put the money out for them, and you're not going to get the money returned on that. So what do you need to do to be able to return the investment that you made in this poor life choice? Well, you raise the prices of the other Barbies or the other clothes. Well, then another Barbie doesn't sell because you've created way too many. And all of a sudden now the $5 or $9 Barbie that you can buy is $15, $20.
Yeah, and that was the great thing about Barbies is that since they were mass produced, you could get them for fairly cheap. I remember when I had to start buying my own Barbies. I was so excited because they were like $3 maybe at the time.
Yeah,
and the ones that I wanted were like I think the most expensive one at the time was $9, and I was like, as a kid, you're sitting there going, my parents trusted me with my money, and I would sit there going, I can either get this one Barbie for $3, you have money left over, or I can get this $9 one that I really want, but I won't have as much money left over. It was like trying to bargain. I'm like, or I could get 2 Barbies and still have money left over, that kind of thing.
Yeah. And that's going to be gone now. Like, that's like my go-to thing for girls' birthday parties. Well, now maybe the girls are getting older now, so now maybe we're getting out of Barbie, but that was like my go-to thing. Buy a $5 Barbie, get 2 $7 outfits for her.
Right.
Boom, Bob's your uncle. You're about $20 worth of stuff, and it's awesome.
Growing up, I don't think my Barbie ever wore shoes. I never did much accessories with Barbie. My Barbies always had the original clothes that she came in, and then the clothes that my mom made for them.
Well, there you go.
One that I absolutely love, and I wish I still had it, and I don't think I do. I think it got lost somewhere in the moves. My mom was able to crochet with not yarn, but like doily, like a.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And she made this awesome lace dress. Like, if it could be made into like the real size, women be wearing this kind of it's like a tank dress, but with like a flare, like a full skirt. It was like the coolest outfit ever.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear that, but my garage door is opening and closing. I don't know why. It's irritating me.
I don't know.
Anyway, so the Barbie thing just really bothered me, and it's cliche. These little girls. What I remember as a kid was the fantasy of it all.
Yeah.
It wasn't, oh, she looks like me. It was, I can dress her up in all these different outfits and she can do all these different things. She is really empowering.
Yeah. Barbie could do it all.
Right.
Barbie was president. She was a doctor. She was a vet, an astronaut. Kick-ass mom, and then she got to go shopping. She had a convertible. She had her own house. It was an awesome house. Had an elevator for a 2-story house. Had an elevator.
I actually have a Barbie cruise ship sitting in my living room right now. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, it's just I don't understand. I don't understand this move by Barbie. Not everybody is a special snowflake, and we don't need to treat everybody like a special snowflake. I'm sorry.
No, I'm the only special snowflake there is because I'm the only magical unicorn. So
that's right.
Y'all need to get over yourselves. All right. Since we're talking about special little snowflakes, I think we should touch back on what we were talking about last time.
Ooh.
Okay, so last time we talked about Oscar So White. Now, I was ready to let it drop. I really was, because I'm kind of just over it. I am sick of these multimillionaires who live in awesome houses. They don't have to worry if their heat's going to kick on, if they got drinking water, that kind of stuff.
Right.
We're not up to win a golden statue. All right. Like I said, I was fine leaving it in the past. But on the news, I heard Halle Berry start complaining about it. Now, here's why it started to really irritate me. Deadpool is coming out next week. Can't wait. Why am I really loving this movie? Because the star of the movie, who wanted it made so badly, he put down his own money. And I don't think he's made the same amount of money as Spike Lee or Halle Berry or some of these other people, or Will Smith, who's all complaining, we're not getting these movies made and we're treating us like crap. All right, here's this white guy from Canada who had a non-speaking role in another franchise movie, was able to get it produced with the help of with Marvel. He put down his own money to get it produced, to get this going. He did it. Why can't they? I am so sick of these Hollywood elitists sitting there going, we're so oppressed because we're not getting, we're not being shown right in movies and da-da-da. Do what Ryan Reynolds did. Put down your own money. If he could do it, you could do it. There's nothing stopping you.
No, and actually, Will and Jada Smith have their own production company. So there's no reason why they can't produce movies that they want to produce.
Right, because that was what got me about Halle Berry. She's like, well, because all the movies being made portray us in such a bad light. Then write your own movie, produce your own movie, star in your own movie. I'm like, if you have all that lined up, really, you don't have to pay yourself anything. If you're producing, guess what? You could do a labor of love on this movie, pay yourself basically peanuts, while trying to get everybody else to come in, hire the best writers you can, hire the best cinematographers you can, do that. Make an awesome movie. Get the ball rolling. How does the ball get rolling? By doing something, not whining. Whining doesn't do anything but make people not like you.
Yeah.
Ask anybody that has a toddler. How do you get people not like you? Show up with a crying toddler that won't stop crying over candy. Nobody likes that toddler.
No.
The mama don't like that toddler anymore.
Well, here's the thing about Ryan Reynolds. Like, okay, first of all, I love him. Like, I fangirl so hard over him. It's pathetic. The quote-unquote leaked footage of Deadpool, about 2 years ago? I think I watched that conservatively 30 times. It encapsulated the character so well. It was funny, violent, amazing. Like the move, the guy, he steps down and the motorcycle goes out from underneath him and he turns around and he badass. Like I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. Okay. So I watched this thing so many times and I couldn't believe that they would let an opportunity fly by for a character as amazing as Deadpool. And if you don't know who Deadpool is, I
seriously, if you don't know who Deadpool is by this point, you need to get on social media a little bit more often.
Well, read some comics because honestly, like I've been reading the Deadpool comics. I didn't really know much about the character before I saw the leaked footage, to tell you the truth. But as soon as I saw that, and I was like, Deadpool, that's Marvel. I know that because we had played the video game too that had Deadpool in it, which was hysterical. So I kind of had a basic understanding of the character. Ryan Reynolds was born to play this role.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely 100%. Nobody else can play this role. He is the one.
Right.
B, that leaked footage was genius. Genius to put out there because you got the fan base who already knows Deadpool and knows what this character is capable of to go, hello, why is this not a thing? You got people like me who had a passing knowledge of Deadpool suddenly start reading the comics, suddenly start learning more about this character because I was so intrigued. But seriously, I still have goosebumps. I love that. If this movie is horrible, I'm going to cry. I will find Ryan Reynolds for more reasons than because I love him. Seriously, this movie has to be awesome. And all the promos and everything, like, I don't know if our audience has seen, I know you have seen, but he actually did a marketing campaign to turn it into a romantic comedy to get people to come for Valentine's Day, because it's actually being released on the 12th. Yeah, the 12th. And so he like had his hands as a heart, and oh my gosh, they did this whole market. It was inspired and brilliant and lovely and wonderful.
Oh.
And I cannot wait for this movie. And the whole, like, he's done a whole segment on, what is it, testicular cancer and breast cancer, and touch yourself
You're having fun marketing this thing.
Oh my God. It's so, I mean, okay, now, but if you have children, no, do not bring your children to this movie. It is rated R for a reason. Like, I'm surprised they got the R rating over an NC-17 rating, honestly, because the character is vile. But I'm taking my son. That being said, I'm taking my son, but my son has read the comics and he knows the character of Deadpool, and I'm okay with it. And I let him watch Game of Thrones anyway. So, you know, just call CPS on me, whatever. He's 15. So we're taking him. The girls are staying home. Not even when I buy it and it comes home. No, they will not be watching it. It's not happening. Deadpool is a hardcore character. Like, he can't die.
Oh.
Okay. Let's just start there.
Okay. Before I forget, there is a headcanon that I saw on Tumblr, and I love it because it's my new catchphrase at work. Okay. Because it is Marvel, though this can't happen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, even though we would love for it to happen, but because Spider-Man is owned by Sony, for like movie rights, they can't make an Avengers movie with Spider-Man in it. But they have a headcanon for it. So Spider-Man and Deadpool, because they have like a bromance going on, really weird bromance, but they got a bromance, are in the Avengers Tower. And, you know, they're chatting, whatever. Suddenly, Deadpool throws himself out the window going, "Catch me, Spidey!" Spider-Man does not go after him. He hits the ground. Normally, people would die. Because it's Deadpool? No. And his whole tagline is, "What the shit, Parker?" And it's like, if you know Deadpool, and you kind of hear that in Ryan Reynolds' voice, and they're going, "What the shit, Parker?"
Yeah. If you don't know Ryan Reynolds, why? Why do you not know him?
Oh my goodness, I fell in love with him with Two Guys and a Girl in a Pizza Place.
I love that movie. Okay, that's a good movie.
That was a TV show.
Was that on TV? Oh, I'm thinking of By the Cow. Sorry, I'm thinking of something totally different. Never mind. That's also a very good movie with him. Yeah.
No, this was a show where he was.
That's where he kind of got to start. Anyway, okay. He was in Van Wilder. That's like where people really know him from. His comedic style was perfect for that movie. The character of Van Wilder, it's a hard movie. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you haven't seen it, good luck. It's gross. It is. course, it'll offend you. It will at some point. But Ryan Reynolds is so engaging and so charming and wonderful and funny and clever in the movie that you like forget all about the nasty stuff that's going on in the movie.
Pretty much. It was a great stepping stone to Deadpool.
Yes. Like I equate the two characters. They're very similar. But then he did, he was cast as Deadpool in, it was one of the X-Men movies. Which one was it?
It was Wolverine Origins.
Yeah, which is
why Reynolds was upset because they made him mute.
They made him
Deadpool being a mute.
His whole tagline is the merc with a mouth.
Exactly.
You can't make him mute. That's like anywho. So they made him and I thought that was weird. But then Ryan Reynolds did Green Lantern. I give them a D- for effort and an F for execution. He was brilliant. He was funny and engaging, and he is almost worth watching the movie for. They absolutely destroyed any chance of bringing Green Lantern back for anything else. I don't know what they were thinking. It was terrible and awful. So suspend your disbelief and let him be Deadpool for you again, but this time he can talk, which thank God. There are different trailers. If you go on YouTube, there's green trailers and red trailers. Be warned. The green trailers are the, hey, we're not sure we're getting an R rating, so this may be what Deadpool looks like. The red trailers are, hey, we're absolutely getting an R rating. This is what Deadpool is. Fair warning. There's language and violence and yeah. But yeah, it's going to be brilliant. And if it's not, I think I'm going to cry.
I'm hoping it is. I'm taking my niece for her 18th birthday. We're going to go see the D-Box version.
That's exciting. I like that. That's awesome. We're just going to go because I won't go opening weekend for a lot of reasons, but we're going to go the following weekend, that Friday. So
I'm going next Friday because according to my contract with work, they can only make me work 2 Saturdays in a row, and then they need to give me a Saturday off. And next Saturday happens to be my weekend off. So that Friday night, I can actually go out and do stuff and pretend that Sparkles has somewhat of a life. Yeah.
Hooray! Yeah.
And you know what my next weekend off is?
What?
CPAC.
Shut the front door.
I'm using my 1 weekend off for vacation. Well, and using vacation days to go to DC and not sleep.
In the dead of winter. Like, seriously.
In the dead of winter. Oh, okay. Just a quick note before we sign off.
Yeah.
I know you're doing a no politics February, but
indeed.
Okay. But because this is happening the first week of March, which is when CPAC happens, the RNC announced yesterday they're going to have like a town hall debate type of thing the Thursday night of CPAC by Detroit, Michigan. So CPAC, where great majority of these big conservative bloggers are going to be, because they're going to be entering in Wednesday, now have to refigure their plans because there's something happening over in Michigan that the RNC is like, oh, wait, we have the Michigan primary coming up on the 8th. We have to hurry up and do this. So, this is why I love politics, people, because
And this is the sort of stuff that goes in my notebook and will be talked about on March 1st.
I just wanted to make a quick side note because Thursday night at CPAC, if I'm not being drunk at bar somewhere, which is probably going to happen anyways, because I found out that somebody that St. RPH is coming up from Louisiana to go to CPAC this year, and I want to hang out with him because he's awesome. Plus, got a whole bunch of friends that I only get to see at CPAC, and they are coolly awesome too. And so I'd rather hang out with them than sit in front of a TV watching these blowhards. So, all right, with that, if you have anything that you disagree with me or want to talk to me about, though I didn't get into the conversation last time because I left that all to Muffy, maybe you can, get me on something that I'll want to talk about. Get me at Beauty Fly Wings on Twitter.
Yeah, and absolutely take issue with anything that I have to say because I will back it up with, like facts and logic. But go ahead and find me at In-Depth Girlism on Twitter. Hit us up on our Facebook page or on YouTube. If you stumble upon this video and you're like, oh, I don't like you, go ahead and leave a message and we'll respond in kind.
Pretty much. All right. Bye.